Good afternoon and welcome to Unraveled Game Thoughts. I'm Wade, and today I have The Lost Ruins of Arnak, which has been a very popular game over the last bit. I have played it quite a bit on BGA, and my wonderful friend Colin let me borrow his copy of Lost Ruins, and he has the Expedition Leaders, which I have tried to kind of organize my game here, or his game here rather, so that it's all out here. But I am using one of the leaders in the solo version of the game, and I'm going to see if I can defeat the Automa. So if you have not played Lost Ruins of Arnak, in a lot of ways the solo version, I think, now this is my first time playing the solo version. I don't think I've played it before. I think I watched one playthrough once. But I've played the game itself a number of times. I read the solo rules and they seem fairly intuitive, so I'm just going to run with it and we'll see what happens. But if you're not familiar with Lost Ruins, basically at the end of the game you're going to score points for each of these idols that you have. There are 3 apiece, so every time you overcome or every time you visit, explore a new site, you're going to get 1 or 2 of those idols. You also get 5 points for every guardian you overcome. So whenever you explore a new site, a guardian will pop up there. And if you defeat a guardian at a site, that's 5 points for you at the end of the game. I won't go into all the mechanics of what happens when you defeat a guardian as far as like the special abilities, one-offs, and the things like that. But largely for the purposes of point total at the end of the game, guardians are 5, idols are 3. You're going to get points at the bottom of every artifact or item card you have. Artifacts are blue, items are kind of a brownish color, and at the bottom of each of those cards there is anywhere between 1 and I think 3 points. I don't recall seeing a 4-point card. That doesn't mean there's not one, I just don't recall seeing one. There's also, if you get to the top of the discovery track, there are some tiles up here that you can obtain that could also give you points. And I hope I stacked these correctly. I actually don't think I did. I think there's supposed to be 2 of each of these in each one. I only put it in the top one because we are playing a 2-player game. So I'm going to put 2 more there, and I'm going to put 2 more on each of these bottom spaces. So I believe you can get more than 1 at a space if you have the resources to do so, but in theory everybody could get all of them once. Or I guess you could get more than once. Am I forgetting points? That is, you also get points for how far up your magnifying glass and your journal got up the discovery track. So if your magnifying glass gets all the way up to the top, you'll get either 23, 21, 20, or 19. And in a 2-player game, it's going to be 23 or 21. And if your magnifying glass, if your journal gets all the way up to this height, you get 16 points, which is actually pretty good. I played with my kids last night, and we played this exact track, and I got my journal up to, I think, this point here. And that's when I looked and I saw, oh wow, that's like a 7-point jump from here to here if you can get your journal up there. It's pretty tough because your magnifying glass has to go ahead of your journal, so that's another rule to the game. I think that is the vast majority of where we would get points. You could also score some from the by not filling in your action slots. I'm going to move this green tent. I'm green, so that's that. And the Automa, or I forget, I think there's maybe a name for the solo discoverer adventurer, but he will get points for guardians defeated. He will get points, he can get some fear things here if he, I forget why, I'm gonna have to double check that, cards, and then a couple of assistants he can get. So I'm going to double check a few rules on Automa here because I read it and then now I can't remember it. The actions I think are fairly intuitive. I think I'm using all the green tiles. I decided I just want to play it. I want to learn it. I'm not trying to particularly challenge myself here. And we've got dig at a site, gameplay, rival, action. It's just called a rival. So the rival gets six archaeologists. He always plays all 10 of his cards. So he's got this deck of 10 action tiles, and he always does all 10 every round. So if I finish before he does, he'll just keep going. Let's see. Discover a new site. Research. Overcome a guardian. He doesn't pay for research, I believe. Takes the item with the lowest point value. Oh, red would be highest point value. I see. Okay. He does not gain fear cards. Expedition scores points for the position of their magnifying glass for temple tiles, for guardians overcome, and for cards purchased, as you would expect. They score 3 points for each unique face-up idol. The idols in the -1 stack give them only 2 points each. So this is not taking points away necessarily. It's just they're 2 points instead of 3 when he puts idols there. And then I score points as usual. Okay. Move it to your rival's board. Okay. There's something I'm trying to remember. He uses those action slots somehow, and I forget how he uses those action slots. Oh, here they are. The newly discovered. Okay. Put a rival archaeologist on the chosen space. Move the idol tokens to your rival's board. If the face-up idol is one they don't have. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. So he'll get 3 for each of these unique ones, and then when they're not unique, they go there and they're just worth 2. I see. Okay. And advance to the next row. Okay. Take the topmost assistant from the highest stack on the supply board, and if there's a tie, use the decision arrow. Okay. All right. So I think that's fairly easy to do. I am using the Monkey Temple. So if you're not familiar with the Monkey Temple, it's just a different set of things that you need, items you need, and resources you need to move up the temple. The most unique feature is probably this. You put a random artifact here, and when your compass or your magnifying glass, and only your magnifying glass, gets here, then you get to do the artifact action. You don't have to pay anything for it, you just do it. Everybody who gets their magnifying glass there gets to do it. Your journal has to go up this side, and it gives you different things, but it doesn't follow. You can't get this twice because your journal goes over there. So that's probably one of the more unique features. You need airplane up here for these to move these deals, and you can buy these tiles when you're down, the lowest tiles down here. You can buy these middle ones when you're here, and you can buy the top ones when you get up to there. So that's a little bit of nuance to it. He goes first, which means that I believe I get a compass and a coin to start with. And for his turn, how he does these turns, he's going to go here, he's going to turn a card over. He wants an item. He's going to take the lowest point item, and this is his measure of, since there's a tie, okay, there's just several ones, so he's going to take the one furthest to the left, and he's just going to put it there, and then all that moves over. Another feature that I'm using here that's a little different is I'm using the staff that comes with the leader's expedition, which just means that I'm going to eliminate the 2 items next to it. And I can't remember if I exile them or not. Let me look at end of round cleanup here. There's a discard pile, and I believe I read that once things go into that pile, like those run out, they're out. There is no refilling it or getting it again. It's just those piles are gone, which could be possibly the same with fear. when we played last night, we just put the fear back on top of the fear deck, but I could have played that wrong. It's quite possible that when you exile a fear card, it does not go back onto that deck. Okay, you return both of your archaeologists, blah, blah, blah. Gather all cards in your player. The card row should be adjusted. Exile the 2 cards on either side of the moonstaff. This gets rid of 1 artifact and 1 item. Except I'm playing with this staff, which gets rid of 4 cards, generally. And then you refill the card row. Okay. I thought I saw something about... maybe it was on this one. The rules for it. Don't forget, if you ever run out of fear cards, you gain fear tiles. Oh, there's the fear tiles. Okay. If an effect generates a travel value that you cannot use immediately, you may still use it at any time before the end of the turn. If the item or artifact decks ever run out of cards, they remain empty. The cards are not reshuffled. So they are of limited supply, and they are not reinstituted back into the game. So when we exile something, we're going to exile it for good. Okay. All right. So he wants that item. He got the item, and he's done. He doesn't have to put a worker out for that. Let's see. I have... Oops. What I have to do is shuffle my cards. I've got 2 fear. Now the leaders has this particular leader that I'm playing with. He has an extra worker, and he can use that as just like any other archaeologist. And one of the kickers, though, is he has this extra space here where he can go, and I believe he can take the silver action of any available. And since I can't quite fit this on my table, I put it over here on the side. You probably can't see it on camera. What I'll do is I'll put the assistants down here. That might make them slightly more visible. Ooh, I don't know. I think they're still going to be off camera. Well, I don't like the options, but I'm just going to put the assistants kind of down here off to the side, and you unfortunately won't be able to see them, but there's 3 stacks of 4. And I think with this leader, if I use the gray fella there, I can call on a specialist. Okay, as your turn's main action, you can move one of your available archaeologists here to use the silver effect of one of the assistants available on the supply board. It can only be used once per round, and the archaeologist remains in the space for the remainder of the round. Doesn't count as a placed archaeologist for the purpose of cards and effects. And it can't be moved by another action or effect. And it comes back to me at the end of the round. Okay. All right. Cannot be played for an effect. This was probably somehow you will gain fear. Okay. All right. So got the extra guy here. Okay. And I will shuffle these again, but I've got what's called a hidden fear card. So if I exile this card, it's -2 at the end of the game if it's still in my deck. But if I exile it, I will get a regular fear card, and I will get a compass. And then, of course, that regular fear card I can get rid of. He's got piloting, which can either give me a compass, or I can trade a coin in for 2 airplanes. It's kind of nice. Get a regular coin there as a regular fear. And then I've got this, which depends on how many workers I have placed. If I have 1 worker placed, I'll get a coin. If 2 workers, it'll be a compass. And if it's my 3rd worker placed, then I will get a tablet. So that is those are the special cards that come with this particular leader. And I also have these 2 blue spaces here in my free action slots. And I have the option of a compass and an airplane when using those action slots. So I'm going to draw my 5 cards, and let me double check my time there because we're going to go. And I also have my reasonably corrupt beer from, ooh, what brewery was this from? I went and visited some brewery I was excited about in Shreveport. Great Raft Brewing. They didn't have as much as I really wanted that I thought would be exciting there, but this reasonably corrupt black lager is pretty good. Very nice, drinkable, smooth, a little bit of like a chocolatey flavor, but not syrupy or strong. It's kind of light for a Texas day. Okay, so let me see, what do I want to do? Now we've got some spaces blocked off here because it's a 2-player game, so that is a feature that we have to deal with. Probably I'm going to want to try to get out here at some point, so I am going to go ahead and use my Hidden Fear boot, and I am going to go, let's see, got some good stuff out there. Ooh, the revolver, that is pretty good. Well, I have to get the compass. Those are pretty handy to have, so that is my first action. Pretty simple. It doesn't take long. I mean, if anything, it's just thinking through the meatiness of what do you want to do on your turn to eventually work your way up these action slots. And I've given him the blue magnifying glass, so when he does do that, he'll move up. So he wants the lowest artifact. He's going to grab that, and then this comes out. And he does not, I think he just takes the card. He does not get artifact or card effects. He pretty much just gets stuff that will give him points at the end of the game. So it makes his turns fairly easy. And now it's my turn. I got that fear. Got those. I could, as much as I hate to do that, well, I have 1 worker placed. But then I'd have 2 workers placed if I did that, so... Well, I really want to get rid of the Hidden Fear and get another compass. So, and that's a card. Oh, there we go. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to place a guy here. We're going to do that. We have to play a car, so we're going to do that car. And this is the thing that we're going to get, which is exile a card. So I'm going to exile, just put that off to the side. I don't think you can see it on the screen, but that's going to give me a fear and a compass. And I'm having to pay 3 compasses to go to that site, which is going to reveal a guardian, and that's going to give me another fear card, a tablet, and a ruby. All right, can't really see. I'm going to try to put my items here so you can kind of see what I get. I'll put the ruby there. I guess the tablet's easier to see there, so we'll do that. If I put them on the board, it's green, so it kind of blends in, so that's not terribly helpful, is it? All right, so I did that, and then we're going to reveal a guardian and see what we get. And ooh, we're going to need 3 tablets for that. Well, we'll see what we can do. All right, so he is going to place a worker, and he wants to go to a site where I would get coins, so he is just going to go to a coin site. He can go to any site. He would go to these sites first, actually these sites first, then these sites, and then these sites, but he's going to take this coin site, so I can't get it, which is unfortunate. What do I want to do? Well, I've got all this fear, got to do something with it. And I have 1 coin. I don't need the double airplane there. I could get one of those. I've got 2 placed. So I could just instant action that for 2 of those. That would be a very interesting way to do that. But I would need a boot. So I can't do that and get away. I was trying to think of how I could like go visit another site in turn 1 and maybe get away with it, but I don't know that that's going to be the most efficient action for me. I think what might be more beneficial is I'm going to go here with a boot, and I gotta get these out there, and I am going to get an arrowhead for reasons you'll see soon. I will put the arrowhead in there so hopefully it's visible, and then he is going to take a turn. So he wants to grab the ruby space, which is what he's going to do, and now it's my turn. All right, now I think what is going to be feasible here, I think the first thing I'm going to do is pay my arrowhead and my compass, and I'm going to move my magnifying glass up there. That'll give me that, and then it's his turn, and he is going to move his magnifying glass and take the leftmost assistant. Okay, so he moves it up. I don't think it matters where he goes, he's just moving up spots, and he is going to take the leftmost assistant, so that is off the board and in his array. All right, and then it's my turn. Let's see. I think I'm going to use my journal here, and I'm going to move up one, and that's going to get me an assistant, and I believe this is a tough choice. There's some good options here. I think I like the compass car option. I'm gonna go with her for right now. I gotta pay that, and then it's his go. And he is going to take an arrowhead spot. There is no spot that has an arrowhead option, so he just does nothing. He won't take anything because there's nothing there for him to take. Okay, so now it is my turn. I'm not going to have any more workers to place, so for sure I'm going to tap that to get a compass because there's no reason not to. I've got 3 workers placed, so I can do a quick action with that to get one of those. I kind of wish I could get that there, but I have used that already, and that is only going to be a coin, I believe, or compass, I can't remember. I don't need 2 planes, so we'll go ahead and quick action that to get 2 more compass, or sorry, 2 more tablets. And do I want to use that? I think for my action here, I'm going to pay my 3 tablets and grab this guardian. I'll just throw him on my board there. I'll throw him up here. You can see that, and if I use him, I'll just flip him. So now it is my rival's turn, and he wants to take a place that has compasses, but there are none, so he just sits on it, does nothing. All right. Is there a reason to do anything else with this? I think probably just getting a compass as a free action is going to be a good option. And I think I'm going to go ahead for my main action and purchase this watch. So that goes to the bottom of my deck, and then it's his go. And we've got, oh, that's flipped over the wrong way. All right, so round 1, he wants to, I believe, discover a site and defeat a guardian. Let me see. Let me verify that that is the thing he does. Discovers one of the 2 possible sites, depending on the round. First, you narrow the choices down to 1 row. among the sites, given preferences to the bottom row. So this is the row, and then he wants this leftmost site. Use the decision arrow, left or right. So he is going to take that, and it's going to reveal a tile. Now, he doesn't get things for that, I don't believe. Use the decision arrow, put a rival archaeologist on the chosen space. That's going to be here. Done. And you move the idle tokens to your Ruffles board. Done. It's one he didn't have, so we put it there. Okay, it gets a site tile, as you would expect. The site gets a guardian only in certain rounds as indicated on the action tile. So in this case, he gets a guardian. Okay, fantastic. How does he defeat a guardian? Oh, he has to get that tile specifically. Move it to your rival board. I see. Okay, which I don't think there's any way I can take that from him. What I can hope for is that he draws the take a guardian tile early on and then doesn't have anything to do by the time it gets to my turn. Okay, I bought that card earlier, and now we have this card, but I only had 1 coin. So I think I am going to pass. I don't think there's anything else I can do in the immediate future. Well, let me look at my board here. No, I need an arrowhead or a what do you call it? A ruby to do anything. So we're just going to do his actions, and he is going to defeat a guardian. If he didn't defeat a guardian, he would move his magnifying glass up, is my understanding. So he gets to defeat a guardian, and then it's his turn again, and he would take this space, which isn't going to really matter that much because it's the end of his turn. He's just blocking spaces. So we will take back my workers here, and then we'll take back his workers, and we're going to reshuffle these. So that's the end of a round. Not too bad. That was, felt like a reasonably successful round. I got up the track with both my magnifying glass and my journal. So got one doodad, what do you call it? Assistant. So that's helpful. And managed to get a guardian. So I got a few points that round, and I got 1 card. So a little bit of everything. Not bad for a first round. So these are going to go, under there. And we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to discard this card. The 2 items. We would do the 2 artifacts, but there's only 1. So at the beginning round, we're just going to do that. And then we're going to draw some more artifacts and slide these down and draw another item there. And that's how that round starts. So I go first this round. He went first last round. I did not. I should probably use this first player token to indicate who's first player. And I've exiled that. Okay, so what do we want to do this round? Well, I've got 1 compass. I could just really try to knock that out. A coin will get me a couple planes. Not bad. Any tent site, relocate from that to a tent site. You may activate an occupied tent site. I like that. It gives me a coin and that, and 2 points. Exile this card to overcome a guardian on a site not occupied by any other player. Well, we've got some good options here. I like all of them to some degree. Since he is blocking spaces and is probably going to get after that every time, I think, what do I need? 3 coins. So I can do an instant action of 2 coins, but then I will pay all 3 and buy the cat as my action. I like the cat. I think that's a good item. And that'll come down, whoops, and it'll be his go. So he is going to block that. All right. I actually look up here first, but there are none with those spaces, so he won't block those. Interesting. Well, I think I don't like the options 100%, but I'm going to use this. I am going to, well, actually, I don't have to do that. What I could do is this. I will tap that for a compass. I will pay this for a boat. And here's my other 2 compasses. And I'm going to go here. That's going to give me an idol. And I get to exile a card. So I'm going to exile one of the fear cards in my hand. I'd rather kind of use them down here first, but I'd rather get that sight before he has a chance to get it. And potentially I'd lose that option to exile. So that's going to give me that and 2 tablets, which I wasn't sure if I was going to need tablets or not. And we need a boot, a coin, and a arrowhead. All right, his go. He wants to defeat a guardian on a site he is on, but he is not on one, so he is going to move up. Let me double check that when he moves up a space, he does not get anything in particular, because I don't want to be nerfing him if he is supposed to be getting something. Let's double check. If your rival has no archaeologist on a site with a guardian, your rival researches instead, but does not take the assistant from the supply board. Oh, and I think he would follow the arrow. Yeah, so he would go there. I don't know what site he should have been on the first time. It wouldn't have been the center. I feel like it would have been there, and then he probably would have gone there. I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, so he just researches, and I think any other site he has, yeah, if there's a research bonus there, remove it from the game. For the lost temple space. Okay. All right. And take the topmost assistance, highest stack. Okay, gotcha. All right. I think that's fair. So it's my turn. Let's see. I do want to get that guardian if I can. I can pay a coin for those. Activate a site you occupy. If it's that site, just paid, huh? Well, that's a pretty good site to go to there as well. And I can get an upgrade. So I think I'm going to use this plane and not pay anything. And I'm going to go there to get 2. But I'm going to end up upgrading one of those. Well, I'm going to get 2 of these, and then I'm going to upgrade one of these into an arrowhead, like so, per that site. And then that's going to be my turn. He is going to block the ruby space. Oh, he wants to block the highest ruby space. So he's going to do that first. And now it's my turn. I only have this 1 fear card, so I am not going to be able to do as much. But what I can do is bump that fear card and a coin and this, and I can go ahead and take this here. And actually, I'm going to take a thing back that I did earlier that I didn't have to do. I did not have to play this card at the time that I did. I could have just flipped that for that airplane. That's what I'm going to do. That way it's a little bit more efficient. Okay, but that I still spent. Okay, so now he is going to go and he is going to take the arrowhead. Yeah, nothing else will give an arrowhead, so that's where he's at. And I can get a compass, or I can pay for 2 planes, but I don't have what I need to get that there, so... Oh, hold on a second. Excuse me. I don't want to free action that because I've got a worker here, and that would be worthless to just let him go to waste. Let's see. Ruby, not bad. Don't have a coin to get it, but I could get that, and I would have that, and potentially that. Here's the thing I don't need. Well, actually, I like going there and paying this to get a couple of coins. I feel like that's a little bit better build up. Oh, I didn't even have to discard that card. I could use this action for a boot because it's a car, and I could go there for that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that. All right, so he will go, and he wants the lowest artifact, lowest point artifact. He's going to take that one, which will slide that over, and that will come there. Okay, so I think we can pull this off. What's going to help me the most? That might help me the most. Okay, let's do this. All right, I am going to free action for a compass. I'm going to do this to get a arrowhead, and I will pay an arrowhead, a tablet, and a compass to then move my magnifying glass here, and I get to take one of the actions on the silver side and then turn it over. Well, I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to purchase an item for 1 less gold than it would require. So I have 2 gold. So I can purchase 3 of these things. Relocate a placed thing from that site to a tent site. Activate any tent site. I think I like the lantern. I'm going to go with the lantern and put that on the bottom of my deck. I like that one. All right, so that is my action. We'll get another item out there, and then he will go, and he's going to buy the lowest value item. It's between these two, and he wants that one. I think I am out of options, so I will pass. I don't think I have anything I can do because I would need a boat in addition to the 2 tablets here, and I don't have that. So yeah, I'm going to be out of options. So it's going to be his go. He's going to take a bunch of actions here. So round 2, he is just going to discover a site, the rightmost site on the bottom row. So this is not a unique one, so he's going to go there. And there's no guardian there because he doesn't put a guardian on the second round. He wants to move his magnifying glass up. He's going to move it up there, and he's going to get the highest assistant. So he'll do that. And then he will put a guy here, and then he would put it on a coin, but there's no coin to put it on, so he doesn't put it anywhere. Done. All right, so that's the end of round 2. And let me see where I'm at here. So because we're playing with, well, let's do one thing at a time. I'll shuffle his deals. He is going to be first player now. He is going to get all of his workers back. And that's my worker. get my workers back. And then we need to exile the 2 artifacts to the left and right of the staff, and then move the staff, and then we'll shift, and then put that there. So this staff allows you to see more items in the game when you use it, so it's a little more fun if one of your goals is to kind of try to see new items, and I want to see new items, so I like that. I like that way of doing it. Okay, so he's going first this round. What am I forgetting? I gotta shuffle those, put them on the bottom, and then he is gonna draw, and he is going to visit a site. It is 3rd round. He takes bottom rightmost. So he is going to get that unique tile, and this time he's going to place a guy. He's going to get that, and he is going to put a guardian out. Okay. All right, my turn. Got his guardian out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Man, I got all this fear. It is ridiculous. All right. I do not like it. I do not like it. All right. But we have options to get kind of whatever we want here. If I'm going to get up that track, an arrowhead is not too bad, and that will help me get a compass later, and I actually will use that fear card, so I'll do that for my action. He is going to move up, and there is no assistant at this, oh, yeah, there's no assistant at this level, so he just moves up. That's all it does, nothing else. Okay, my turn. Let's see. Finish corrupting myself with the beer there. All right. Ooh, this is a tough choice. That I want to play as late as possible, probably. That might be useful, might be useful. This one's probably going to be... I like getting to use the fear cards. I don't think I want to leave it to chance. I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 compasses there. And then he is going to take the space that gives the most tablets. So I think he goes top to bottom. Well, he'll take the leftmost space that takes tablets, so he'll take that one. All right, that's his turn. Well, this is actually pretty good as an item, and I think will give me what I ultimately will want. So I am going to play it to get a coin, and I can activate any occupied site, which I'm going to activate the compass site that I'm already on, so I can get 2 more of those. And then he is going to take topmost site that gives a ruby, so he'll go there. And then oh man, what do I want to do? My assistant is reasonably good. Use any one of the idle slot effects printed on your board. Ooh. That could be handy. A ruby candle holder gets rid of a card, or I can play from my hand. Exile it to gain that. I like getting rid of my fear cards. That would be very handy. Man. Man, that's tough. I think I am going to use a car for my assistant to go there, which is then going to give me that and flip my assistant back up. It's going to cost me 3 compasses, and we will get Drat, a fear card. I did not want another fear card. I get to draw a card, which is not bad, and I get a ruby, so that's probably a fair trade. That's okay. It's not phenomenal. But let's see what our guardian's going to be. He takes a boat and an arrowhead. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. All right, he wants to go on a site that would give a compass, but there are none, so he just doesn't go anywhere. All right. Okay, so, well, I'm going to go ahead and tap her to get a compass, and then for my turn, I'm going to pay 2 to get this artifact here, which I'm going to use to exile a fear and get a coin. And then it's his go. He wants to take a coin site, which he can. There he goes. Okay. And that should slide over. Okay. Must be 2 different assistants. Okay. Well, I like the gold pan too. That's not bad. Any site. But I don't think I need a ton of extra money. I have an arrowhead. Do I have a boat? Well, I have a plane. So I could just make sure I don't lose track of what I'm doing here and pay that and an arrowhead and get my guardian there. That's my turn. And then he is going to take the lowest valued item to the left. So he's going to grab that. And now it's my turn. Okay. Well, this lets me activate any site. So I am going to activate this site. Yeah, I've got that ruby, but I don't want to do anything with it yet, so that's it. I'm going to play that card. He gets to defeat a guardian on a site, so he's going to do that. Now, what do I want to do? I've got tablet, I've got that, I've got that. I could move my journal up and get another deal there, which is not a bad deal. Do I want to do that? I kind of like the idea of moving my compass up further though, because for this and an arrowhead, I can move my compass up, which gives me another compass. I like that. And actually, I did not have to pay this. I could have used my guardian, which I'm going to use so I can keep my card in my hand. And then it's his go. And then he is going to take any site that could give a arrowhead. He's going to go there. All right. And, oh man, what do I want to do here? I could get a coin, which is nice. I have 2 tablets. If I got an arrowhead, I could move up and relocate a guy to a tent site and activate it, which isn't the worst. It'd be almost a free action because, oh, and I forgot, when he got here, this was going to get discarded. And I forgot to do it, but I did get to look at this, which would have given me a coin. And that might change some options. The airplane allows me to travel with a discount of an airplane. And if I'm discovering a new site, also a 2 deal, and it's 3 points. Or that one I exile for 3. I think I am going to get a coin with that and pay 4 coins to get the airplane. I like the airplane. We're gonna do that. Done. All right, so he's gonna take his last action, which is to get the lowest numbered artifact to the left. So he's gonna take that one, and then that slides, and then that's there, and this was supposed to slide earlier, and that's there. And do I want to do another thing? I have a ruby and I have 2 tablets. I could still move up and relocate and do a thing. The problem is the only thing I could do is the 2 tablets. That was it. And I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. The other option, well, I don't have a coin, but I could get a coin. If I was to get a coin, I could go up there, or I could get the arrowhead and I could go there. I like that. Ooh, I like that. It gives me my second one. I think I am gonna do that and get the arrowhead, but I'm gonna pay the arrowhead and a tablet and a doohickey right away and move this up there. And this is not my favorite, but I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do on my next turn, use his ability to get another one of those. And that's gonna be the end of the round because he has no more action. So I'm gonna reset that. I'm gonna grab all his workers and put them over here. There's my workers, there's his, mine, done. And then we have to shuffle his. Let's see, I am gonna be first player this round. I don't know if I'm gonna beat him. We'll see. This is feeling like I'm pushing all my resources just to stay in the game, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. This is about the time. We're getting close to the round where it starts heating up a little bit more. Okay, so we'll get those out of the game, and we'll get this and this out of the game, and this is gonna slide there for round 4. And then we'll slide this over. How did that get turned upside down? Maybe because it's a grappling hook, I don't know. All right, so we'll do that, and then I'm first player. I gotta shuffle these and draw 5 cards. I at least feel decently okay with cards. Like I feel like I've gotten some cards that really help my deck and will help me move through stuff a little faster. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I have an awful lot of fear. Drew 2 fear on that round, which is just unreal how much fear I'm getting there. So, what do we want to do? What do I want to do? I'd like to get to one of these top sites, but, and with the airplane, it's not impossible, but it is awfully challenging. But if I play the airplane, I can get to another site now and get an upgrade. So I think I am going to, I'm gonna get a compass, but I'm gonna use that compass right away. I'm gonna play my airplane so that I can go here with a discount. That's gonna give me this. I'm gonna upgrade that to that because of the idle benefit. And then we'll see what we get for that. I get just outright a ruby. Could have been worse. Let's see what the Guardian is. It's an airplane and a compass and a coin. Okay, well, that's not horrible. we can probably get rid of that pretty quick. And he gives me I can turn a boot into 2 airplanes, which would turn one of these fear cards into 2 airplanes, which would be fantastic. And then I'm going to go ahead and, as a free action on my turn, get another tablet. And then he is going to research in the leftmost space, and there is no person that he would get there, so we're not going to worry about that. My turn again. Let's see. Could get rid of that Guardian, but I don't know that I want to. I wish I had a boat, but I don't. I only have these and no good cards. So using that for a boat is going to be the best option, I think. Getting up this track is probably going to be my primary thing I try to do this round. But the 3 coins wouldn't hurt. Although there's nothing to buy that is particularly useful for each of your already placed workers on the board. Although that gives me 3 compasses, so that the theodolite is actually better for me because I have this leader. It actually would work for me better. So since this is not terribly helpful, well, that would give me 2 coins, and I need 3, and that gets me 3 and moves me up 1. So I think I'm going to go with 2 of those and 2 of these and move my journal up there, which gives me 3 coins, and that's my go. And then he is going to grab topmost arrow. I am going to go ahead and grab that theodolite. What is it called? A theodolite? Theodolite. Cannot pronounce that. All right, so I'm going to grab that. He's going to go, and he wants to take the highest leftmost of those. This gives more tablets, so I'm going to go with the one that gives the most tablets. Okay. Now, I need those tablets in order to do much of anything. So I'm going to go there for a fear card and 2 tablets. And then he is going to take the lowest valued artifact to the left. That he does. And what do I want to do? Really going, I don't want to go to a site that has fear. That is, I don't want more fear in my deck. I've got enough. But I do like the relocation action this round. That's not bad, and it's the only one I'm going to be able to do anyway. So, oh, actually, hold on. We don't want to do that until we get rid of that, right? That would not be beneficial. And I absolutely must have a coin to do that, but I've got 2 workers placed. Oh, so I could take a coin for that action. I'm allowed to do that. So I could get a coin, and then I could move this into that slot for an airplane and a compass and pay this coin, and that will give me this Guardian. That'll be my action. Okay, fair enough. Used all my slots. He defeats a Guardian if there is one, but there isn't one, so he's going to move up here, and he is going to get highest helper to the right. Fantastic. All right. And now let me double check my time here. I gotta go in and trip this afternoon, so make sure I'm not late. All right. Let's see. I would need a coin, a ruby, and a tablet. So a coin again is what I need. to move up. A boot will get me 2 planes, but I have no compi to worry about that, to speak of. Although I could pay this boot and use those 2 planes to go here and get some more tablets and a coin. But it feels like a waste of resources to do that, and so I don't want to. A ruby gets me there. That upgrades a gold. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I am going to pay a ruby to move my journal up, and I'm going to get to upgrade a worker to gold. Which one do I want to do to gold? That gives me tablets. I feel like this one is going to be the better of the two. So I'm going to go with that one for right now. And then he is going to go and take the top site that gives a coin. Boom. Done. Now it's my turn. I could move up again. That's fair. But if I do this and get a coin and a compass, then actually he would have gotten rid of one of those. So I could pay a coin, a ruby, and a tablet, which is fairly expensive, but then I can move up here. That's going to give me a compass, and I get to draw a card. Okay, it's not bad, not bad. And then it's his go. He, round 4, is going to take the leftmost of these sites, which is going to give him 2 of these. This one is a compass one, so that goes there, and this one doesn't match anything, so I assume it goes there. And he is going to reveal this, and then a guardian. I don't believe he gets fear, so that's not going to make a difference. I didn't realize those are much bigger, and the guardians sit on there a little differently than the small ones. That's kind of interesting. All right. So my turn. Whew. What do we want to do now? I still don't have enough to push all the way up to the top, but I do have an intriguing number of options. I think I'm gonna have to get enough that I can go after one of those top ones for next round. So if I play that, let me double check that there's not something I absolutely need to get my deal up there. There's nothing crazy worth pursuing. That gives me another upgrade, which is kind of nice, but I could not do that this round. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with that and get 2 compasses, and then his go. And he is going to block any place that I can get a compass. And do I get a coin, or I can't do that? I can do that. That actually might help me for the next round, so I will go ahead and grab this compass. Not bad. And then he will go, and he will take the lowest artifact to the right. He gets that. And I can use this coin. I could actually use an artifact if I wanted to. Bottom of your deck, that would give me 2 of those. Exchange one of yours, one available on the supply board. I don't know there's anything that one's pretty helpful, but I don't know that I need it. So that's not great. Yeah, I don't think any of those are super awesome. So I'm just gonna get a coin for whatever use it ends up having, and I shall pass. And then he will go, and he will go somewhere where you can get a ruby there. Okay, so that is all of his workers and all of his actions. And now he is going to get to go first in the last round here. Well, we will see. I have unpleasant feelings about the very likelihood that I will lose this game, but this is a very interesting temple track to play, and it certainly is interesting playing against him. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So that is that shuffled. We're gonna shuffle these cards. I've got almost enough to go all the way up there. And let's see, ba-doom, ba-doom. And we will put these on the bottom and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do that. And then what am I forgetting? Oh, I gotta get rid of items here. That's good. I didn't like those two particular items. Well, the machete wasn't terrible. I could have made use of that one. But the others were kind of like, eh. Grappling hook, eh. Didn't need it. Didn't need it at all. All right. So here we go. Ooh, a war club. That's kind of nice. All right, so what's he gonna do? He is going to move his compass to there and grab, he's not gonna grab a thing. He wouldn't grab a thing. So he's just gonna hang out there. Oh, but he doesn't do that in round 5. Is that right? Let me double check that. That seems silly. This is the 5th round. Okay. Depending on the round, if there are multiple undiscovered sites. So he doesn't do that in round 5. Research. 6-point tile instead. Oh. Okay. When your reaches the assistant. Okay, it's not Snake Temple. Okay. I mean, it looks like round 5, he does not take that action, which that's got to be because it's green. That seems odd. So he must have to do it some other way. All right, well, it's got an X by round 5, so he doesn't do it. Whew, if you're watching and you know that that's like maybe he just wasn't supposed to get an assistant, but he's still supposed to move his glass, then definitely post something in the comments. Let me know. That's a very curious thing there. Okay. Getting that is not bad. I will go ahead and tap that to get one of those. I really like the potential of getting that Guardian. I am going to go ahead and put myself in position to do it. I am going to use this sphere, that boot, for 2 planes to go up there. And I am going to get, actually, I'm going to use this, not the Guardian. So, do I discard a card for that? Yeah, if I do that, I don't need the boot. So I can keep that, but I'll use that for 2 cars, and then I get up there and I get 2 of these and a ruby. So I'll do that. Fantastic, his turn. All right, he is going to block top ruby site, which is fantastic. If I didn't do that, he would have gotten it. So I'm glad I went up there and took away that ability for him to take that Guardian. Yeah, that is great. All right. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I don't know if I want to pay the ruby. I think I like that better. I'm going to pay the coin, the ruby, and that. And I'm just going to see what this gives me. Because if I move that up there, I get to reveal a tile, and I get all the things on it, which is an arrowhead and a compass. And I needed a compass, and I needed an arrowhead. So I will take that. That was fantastic. And then he goes, and he is going to defeat a guardian, but he doesn't have one nearby, but he will move up there. I guess he doesn't defeat a guardian in the 5th round. I'm going to move his thing up because it seems silly that he wouldn't move that up for the whole 5th round. That seems too easy. Again, if you're watching this and you know, like, oh, that tile is supposed to just do nothing for him in the 5th round, then yeah, post in the comments. That seems odd if that was the case, but yeah, it might be. Who knows? All right, what do I want to do here? I definitely want to get up to one of those spaces, and I can, actually. This round, I can do it. I might as well do it now. If I do that fear card to use that for 2 airplanes, and then I pay 1, 2, let me make sure I don't have a discount. I don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We pay all of those and then place a guy there. And that gives us 1 tablet, which we now have quite a few tablets here. And we're going to get, what else are we going to get? We're going to get 2 compasses and a ruby. Not too bad. What guardian are we going to potentially have here? A Hulk looking thing. Okay. All right. So his go. Round 5, he does nothing. So he just sits there. Wow. Okay. Might have to play the red tiles next time because the green tiles seem really, really weak. This is going to give me quite an opportunity to beat him if I can keep doing this. Activate any tent site, any unoccupied tent site. Okay, so I am going to activate the arrowhead there and do that. That's my card. He's going to take the top leftmost tablets. He's going to go there. I could pay a coin for that. I don't have an occupied tent site. What do I need to do here? Oh man, I can get, well, the thing is I want a plane. I hate to use it. I want to use that to get rid of the fear. But it might be better as a plane because all it does is give me a coin. And the fear isn't going to hurt me much now. I'm not drawing a ton of more cards. So it's 6 one way, half dozen the other. I'm probably better off paying a ruby and moving up. And I'll discard that. Actually, no, I will discard rather this. And wait, I have to pay that plane. Now this, oh well, that is a plane. Huh, it doesn't matter. 6 one way, half dozen the other. So I'll just discard that. All right, and that is going to give me a gold and an upgrade there. So that's that. All right, lowest artifact to the right. It's gonna be this one. Okay, so he's gonna do that and move over, and then my go. All right. I definitely want to defeat that guardian there. So I am gonna grab that guardian. I'm gonna go ahead and exile it to get rid of that card. There's no reason not to. And then he's gonna go and he's gonna get the lowest item, which is just flat out gonna be that one. And then it's my go. Ooh, an army knife. I've got one card left. This is going to be tough. Well, I can tap that to get a coin and a tablet. We'll see if that's going to help me much. I need an arrowhead, a compass, and a tablet in order to defeat this guardian, which I should do. And I can instant get a coin and a boot for him. Not bad. All right. Gives me a lot of guardians, so coin to the farthest to the right, so that'll do it. Okay, I would need 2 arrows and a plane to get that thing. Shoot. 2 arrows and a plane, dang. And that needs an arrowhead, compass, and that. But that would allow me to turn over both my things, which is not bad. I think I am going to go ahead and use this guy to get a coin and a boot, and the boot I will use to get an arrowhead. That will be my turn. He is going to take the topmost arrowhead. And now, ooh, I don't have any way to do a plane. So if I use this arrowhead, tablet, and compass to go here, then I get to reset both of my workers. So I'm going to do that. And then he is going to take the topmost compass space he can take. And I got both of those. I might as well get a compass and a coin. No reason not to. I have this. I can activate an occupied site. It's got to be a tent site. Yeah, that will give me a coin, and I'll activate the site with that arrowhead. We'll do that. We'll see what happens. Well, his turns are done, so now it's just down to me. What am I going to do? I've gotten all the guardians I'm going to get. I don't think I have a way to get an arrowhead or a ruby or anything. I could purchase for 3 coins this, just to get another card in my deck. And if I get a coin and a deal here, let's see what comes out. Not one I can buy. I don't feel like it did very good. Well, I didn't get up that track, but he didn't have to work with a journal at all. I was working with the journal. So I think that's it. I think that is all the things that I can possibly do this game. Arrowhead, I had a lot of extra resources here that I wasn't able to use, which was unfortunate. Man, those 2 arrowheads at the end. Maybe I shouldn't have used the one to move my thing up, but it's a 6-point difference, so I probably should have. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's do scoring. So let me double check how his score works. What does he get points for? The rival expedition scores points for the position of their magnifying glass. So that would be 15 points. And for temple tiles and guardians overcome, so he's got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 38. So he's got 38 cards. Why would they score for temple tiles? Oh, those are temple tiles. Gotcha. He didn't get any of those. Okay. So he's got 38. Oh, he just takes the workers. I thought he was going to score points for them. So let me make sure I got that right, because it seems pretty narrow. 15, 25, 27, 29, 31, 32, 33, 35, 37, 38. And then his cards, which are going to give him 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So he got 50. Whoops. Well, shoot. I'm pretty confident I'm going to beat 50. I mean, let's see. How many fear did I have? 1, 2. I had 2 fear, which is going to nerf 2 of my points. So I'm going to get 9 and 9 is 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And then we have 56, 66, 76. So 76 to, what do you have, 50? I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to put in the red solo tiles for this guy, because that was way too easy. It was fun. And so that's a run through of the monkey temple using this particular leader. But for the next playthrough, I am going to sub out all the green tiles here for these red tiles and see if that's a little more challenging, because with the green tiles, I think there were several points in the game where I was like, I can't believe he doesn't get to do anything there, because in playing against regular opponents on BGA, they would most certainly do some of those things that he did not get to do, and I half expected him to do it. So the green opponent is more of a learning opponent, I think, whereas the whatchamajigger, I think these red cards might be more like a legitimate opponent. So that is Lost Ruins of Arnak solo. Definitely post some comments. Let me know what you think. Just comparing this to some of the other solo games that I have played, I like it. This is not a, this is a really gorgeous game for the amount of, I mean, it takes up a little bit of area. That's a little bit of a downer, that it takes up so much space. But I mean, it's pretty. It's got nice components. I'm not really complaining that much about the space, and I can still fit it all under here under my camera. So it's hopefully fairly easy to see. To get the leader and the automa here in one place was not that hard. And the automa is so easy to run that compared to a lot of solo variants in games, this one is super simple. Having played the regular game, I found that this one was very intuitive. I didn't have to really, I referenced the rules a few times, which you saw, but I didn't really, it wasn't hard. It was very easy. The rule book is very well laid out, so it's very easy to find a rule and to figure out what I need to do. And it was only a couple of times, and it was usually more for when he had multiple decision options or points that he could utilize, and I had to kind of figure out, well, does he do that or does he deny it? So I am now just going to pull out the starting cards for this guy and try to get these back together so I can set up another playthrough using a different leader, and I'm going to use a different temple as well, because I want to try out some of these temples and see how they play. And this as a solo game in and of itself, if you were just not able to play with other players and you had to find a game to play solo that's got some crunchy decisions, I would say this one's not bad. I'd say generally I like it, and I look forward to playing another game with it. I prefer it multiplayer It definitely is more engaging as a multiplayer experience, but it is not bad as a solo experience, and so I wouldn't necessarily take points off because it's so phenomenally better. I would consider buying this game if I could only play solo games and I was just looking for something with some crunchy decision making, but I would play it on the harder level because I felt like on that easy level that was too easy. So maybe on hard. Now if I play hard and it's still easy, I might rethink that. I might try to rehash how I might go about interacting with the solo, or trying to upgrade him if I play through the red and it's not that hard to beat him. But I feel like if he takes a guardian or two more and moves his microscope up the path here, the discovery track, he will do better and score more points. I mean, it was easily about 15 to 20 extra points if he can move up once or twice more and he gets a guardian or two more. So it's not hard to see him go from that 50 point to 70 points and very competitive, because he's also be taking things from me. I took one of his guardians on that game because he didn't take it, so that made it easier. It's basically like almost a 10-point swing. Thanks for joining me. If you're watching Unraveled Game Thoughts, I greatly appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe if you have the opportunity and wish to do that. I have a Patreon and a Ko-Fi account. And thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed Lost Ruins of Arnak. Please let me know if I made any mistakes, and have a great rest of your evening.